About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now, and starting this one, Chris Sale. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Here's Trey Turner.
Leading off tonight for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The shortstop takes the ball. Headed down the line. Acuna on the run. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Outside low, and the count's full. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Batting second, the third baseman.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Up and in, and that's ball 2. Runner at first with no outs here. Snap throw to first, and he's back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Turner runs. There's the ball. For a second, he's safe.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Turner leads off second with nobody out. It's through for a hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. You don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is a big first out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Two on, 1 out. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies. And Sale deals. That's a strike. 2 and 2.
All eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. 1 runs in. Here comes Bohm around third. Safe, he beats it. And they lead by 2.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
runner at second. And digging in for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. Sale ready. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
That's in there. It's 2-2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Next to hit, Adolis Garcia. Two runs across in the inning, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Line drive. And that'll put runners at the corners with two away.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
So 2 on with 2 away. And here is Sosa to the plate. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. 1 run across. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw cut off to second.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Second here with 2 away, and stepping in the rookie left fielder Otto Kemp. The pitch off the plate inside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Next pitch is outside.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Man on second, 2 down. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Braves coming up. Back here in Atlanta, and towing the slab in this one, Taijuan Walker. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Garcia flashes the leather on the running catch. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. One guy they want to get turned around in the 6th spot, Austin Riley.
Well, there's no doubt he's an important bat for them, and one they want to get going as soon as possible. Now, with that said, It's important that he doesn't let that pressure just snowball and get out of control. I'm just looking for good at-bats from him today and see what the outcomes are.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. The 1-1 is fouled off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Batting fourth.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit.
Olson.
2 outs. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Tosses to first, and Olson is set down. And that is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. End of the first from Truist Park. It's the Phillies 4 and the Braves nothing. Top of the second. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Pedro Leon. Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
That one way inside. Fights it off. He'll see another. The wind and the pitch. And that's down and away. Ground ball, Olson. And he handles it himself for the out.
The bat, number 7. Shortstop.
Trey Turner now singing. He's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And Sale ties him up that time, gets the strikeout. It's one of the things Chris Sale likes to do, get inside on the righties. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they're in front 4-0. Bottom of the second, and now the catcher comes up to him.
The catcher, number 30.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Here's Austin Riley. That clips the corner. Slider misses outside. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Mike Yastrzemski up here. That one to first. Harper steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. It's the Phillies 4 and the Braves nothing. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. Sale delivers. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first base is number 3.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
So man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Bryce Harper. Here comes a pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
No, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And a pitch. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Schwarber at first, 1 gone. Not even close there. And that's ball 3. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here comes a 3-2. That one the other way. And it's into the gap. Schwarber around second, headed for third. Coming home. Relay to third. And he's out. But a run does come in to score.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Up the middle, Dubon. Throws to first, and Garcia is out. That ends the frame. So they get 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors, no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves nothing. Back at Truist Park, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris.
Boom, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Long drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, headed for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Man at second. Ground ball to the right side. takes it himself. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Eli.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Eli White. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Got him swinging. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Up next for Atlanta,
here's Mauricio Dubon.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Leon on the move. Brings it in for the third out. One left for Atlanta. It's 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Hacks. It misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout. Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Strike on the outside. And the count is even 2-2. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Got him swinging.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Pedro Leon. The lefty fires. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And off the base of the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Brian Snitker out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way. And we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. The left-hander on now, Aaron Bummer. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Bummer.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner with a chance now. Bummer deals. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And they get Turner for the out. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves nothing. Bottom 4. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Pitch. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Here's Matt Olson. Up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. Slings to first. And Olsen is set down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Golden next up for the Braves. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Count is full.
Payoff pitch. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here in Atlanta, down the number 2 hitter, Alec Bohm.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And the pitch. Just a weak fly ball this time. Acuna hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now designated hitter,
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's Bryce Harper. The 1-1. Out towards left center, moving under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. And the right-hander deals. On the ground, Sosa gathers and throws to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
the designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
The center fielder, Michael Harris.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. 2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The wind of the pitch. Right side. Garcia heads after it. Makes the catch, inning over. Back at Truist Park, top 6. Here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Yeehaw!
There's a strike. That one not close. It's 2-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies.
Garcia.
And a 1-1. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out. Two outs, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa. Line drive, hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves nothing. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. His righty-lefty splits there.
Ozzie Albies.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
That's the ball. 2-1.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two now. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for Atlanta,
Eli White will hit next. And that one hammered. That's back there. That one is gone. He sends it out of here. Home run number 5 on the season, and they're chipping away. It's 5-1.
Looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
1 out, base is empty. At the plate, Mauricio Dubon, and there's a hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And maybe they got something going here, trying to get back into this.
The Braves down by 4 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the slider just misses.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The pitch. That's ripped. Base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Matt Olson up to the plate.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Dubon on second. Acuna over at first, so 1 away. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's gone. He circles the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-4. This crowd back alive.
swing on that one. Everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
And next for Atlanta, Austin Riley. To the right side, Sosa. To first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning, the long ball was working. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Kinley.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Otto Kemp stands in for the Phillies. The 1-1 is fouled off. That hit him.
That got him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Nobody out. Runner at first. This one in the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 2-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Joel Payamps getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Young also throwing. Towards first. Sneaks through. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Trey Turner at the plate. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Righty to the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Brings it in, and there's one down.
The batter, the third baseman, Alex Bone.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bone.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Two on, one out. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And another ball. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Ripped on a line to center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Long throw for the 3rd out.
Exciting play and a great throw to 3rd for the double play, but man, there's just no reason to try to move up to 3rd right there. Not great base running to end the.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Alvarado.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So here's the Braves designated hitter, Mike
The
Yastrzemski.
designated hitter.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Checks his swing, now an appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's the ball.
Right side, hard hit. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris. One down, base is empty. 1-10, but that goes foul. And the pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And he deals. Hard hit, right side. He steps on the bag. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Danny Young.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Kicks and deals. And another ball. That one misses. 3-1. And there's ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Here's Harper now.
Right.
1-1 now. That one to first. Can't glove it cleanly. Flip to the pitcher is in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And delivers outside.
Ball.
One out, the runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a base hit. Here comes Schwarber around third. The relay throw. And now he's out trying to get back to third. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back base hits. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. But that's a pure stroke.
So 2 down. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. 2 on, 2 outs. Laser could be extra bases. Here comes Real Muto around third. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. He's in there.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Joel Payamps takes over on the mound.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Sole runner at third, 2 outs. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Otto Kemp. Right-hander kicks, deals. Late on that fastball.
1 and 2 for count.
Sosa at third with 2 away. That missed by a lot. The count now 2-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And he walked him.
Ball 4, take your base.
The center fielder, number 8, Pedro.
So they're at the corners now. And now for the Phillies, Pedro Leon. Down the line. And that will drop foul. Swing and a miss, and that is that. And they pick up a pair here, both coming on this 2-run triple. It's now 7-4. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Brad Keller.
Now
he has a great slider with tons of movement.
46, Brad Keller.
So the batting order turns over. Eli White digs in now. Down the right field line, that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon.
1 and 2, count.
When a leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And a pitch. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
Some really good tunnel action there. That's a picture-perfect slider to get the strikeout. Starts over the middle of the plate and dives hard off the outside corner. You know, he's probably thinking about the fastball he got the pitch before, and there's no way to hold up when you tunnel that well.
Here's Acuna now. And here it comes. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, 1 out. And now Matt Olson up to hit. Tying run at the plate.
To the right.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Around third.
choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Making a move at third. Coming in as the pinch runner, Jorge Mateo. Runners in the corners here. One away. Golden. Next up for the Braves. And the righty deals. Late that time, and it's strike two.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Now with a 95 missed up top. Ball three. Austin Riley to bat next. Foul off again. And it remains 3-2. Good battle here. About to be the eighth pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Caught him looking for the K.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
So coming into the game now on defense, Jorge Mateo. He takes over at right. Here's Turner now.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Inside, almost got him.
Strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now it's going to be Alec Bohm. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls and a strike. Turner, the runner at second with 1 away. And there's a base hit to left. Around third. Fires it to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Here comes a pitch. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
Now batting, catcher, JT.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. And now it is JT Realmuto. 2 on, 1 out. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. Righty delivers.
2 and 2.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Traffic on the bases with one already in here at the top of the ninth. Way upstairs, and now it's 3-2. Hit hard, base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded, only one away. Jose Suarez gets handed the rock out of the pen,
and he comes on in a close game with a pretty big mess to clean up. He's going to have to make some great pitches the rest of this inning to keep him in it.
Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And now the lefty. Missed, struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Not a big fastball on the mound by today's standards, just low 90s. But when you can pitch backwards like that and sometimes save the fastball for later in the count, it just sort of explodes on hitters and gets right by him. That was the first fastball they bat, and clearly the timing just wasn't there for him.
2 outs. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Mateo makes the catch. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now an 8-5 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Yohan Duran.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And here is Mike Yastrzemski.
The designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And there's 2 away.
Now that second baseman.
The Braves down to their last out. Ozzie Albies getting ready to hit. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
He was all over that one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Hamer, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
And the batter now, Mauricio Dubon. The Braves down to their final strike. And downstairs.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies take game 1 of the series on the road.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and we're in store for a fun one, Chris. It's a divisional showdown already dripping with postseason implications.
Boog, this game was the first thing everyone thought about when they woke up this morning. I mean, these are the matchups you look forward to as a player. You can't wait to get to the ballpark. And I love that this division is so close. A few teams very much in this race at this point in the season, so this should be fun until the end.
Just about ready to go and towing the slab, Grant Holmes.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Turner runs. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
At the belt and fires. Schwarber swings and hammers one to right. And it's off the wall. Coming home. He'll score, and the Phillies take the lead. 1-0.
Well, it's a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And now here is Harper. Man at second. Breaking ball inside. And a count 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
This is Bryson Stott. The 1-1. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Swings through that one for strike two. Kicks and fires. That misses. Now 2-2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Schwarber, the runner at third. Harper over at second. Stop at first with no outs. Righty to the plate.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Righty delivers. Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there, and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Good eye right there.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
The 2-1.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's under it. 1 away. And time now for the Phillies lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Bryce Harper.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they could just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
And here it comes. Hauls it in, 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Bases loaded, 2 down. Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Atlanta, today's starting pitcher, Zach Wheeler. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And down on strikes. And there's 1 down.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Line of the pitch. And that's a base hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. All he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One gone, runner at first. Stepping in, the long ball threat. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Here's Matt Olson. Two outs. Acuna runs. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man on second, 2 down.
That's a ball.
And another ball. Wheeler, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And a pitch. On the ground. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. End of the first from Truist Park. It's the Phillies 2 and the Braves nothing. Back at Truist Park, new inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Pedro Leon. The 1-1. On the ground, right side. All these. And quickly one away in the second.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Here's Turner now. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
On the ground to first. Olson takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
And now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Bounced up the middle. Dubon to first. Schwarber out of the play. And the Phillies are set down in order. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 2 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher.
The catcher, number 30.
And the righty deals. Fly ball to right. That one gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's Austin Riley. And a pitch. So now 1-2.
1-2.
Here comes a pitch. Line drive and foul ball. And he deals. Now a screamer into the outfield. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. And a 1-1. In the dirt, blocked. To second, and he's out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive with balls in the dirt, try to get in the scoring position. But if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. So right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
Why to kick the pitch. That misses. Now 3-1. Up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first. Inning over. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here in Atlanta, on to the 3rd inning. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Right-hander kicks, deals. That catches the corner. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
The batter number 5, second baseman.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Ball to strike. Just off the inside edge. 1 out, base is empty. That's a hit. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Kicks and deals. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Save!
No, he's safe.
Couple of singles back to back. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
One away, runners at second and third. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. The 1-1. Foul ball there.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. 1 run across. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe. And they lead by 4.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And at second with 1 away. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Up the middle. Gathers and throws to first. And Realmuto is out.
Now batting, right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 4 and the Braves nothing. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. Here's a 1-1.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
upstairs.
It's a good take.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 1 away.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
1-2 now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for Atlanta.
And next for Atlanta, Eli White. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Pedro Leon. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1-2-3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And the right-hander deals. Headed towards the corner. Acuna after it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 up, 1 down.
The bat on the second. Shortstop. Trey.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Trey Turner. Bases empty, 1 away here in the 2nd game of the series. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Olsen. Turner is out.
Now that designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
2 outs, bases empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Kyle Schwarber. 2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. That one hammered center field. Harris ranging back. Up against the wall and brings it in. And welcome back to the ballpark. And down to shortstop, Mauricio Dubon. The pitch. Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. Pretty good spot. And inside. That's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Dubon gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. This one in the dirt, and the runner holds. And a pitch. And another ball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hard the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going. Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
On the ground. Sneaks through. Base hit. Around third. Fires it to the plate. The tag out.
Well, I get pretty fired up on plays like that, especially as a former outfielder. Textbook, excellent footwork, came up with a nice crow hop, throw on the money to the plate. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. And a nice job as well by the catcher. Handle that throw, put the tag on, and the ball stays in the mitt.
And the batter now, Golden. Good eye in that spot.
3-1.
That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So the bases are loaded here. One man gone. Now in for the Braves. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Leon makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Safe. He beats the tag. It's 4-1.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
The Phillies leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that just misses.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Phillies 4 and the Braves 1. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Jose Suarez.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Bryce Harper to the plate.
Leading off for the Phillies, the first baseman, number 3, Bryce.
The pitch.
Harper.
Not the best swing that time from the first-round pick. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Tyler Kinley getting loose out there. Bummer also throwing. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And out of here. He circles the bases. Home run number 30 on the year. And they boost their lead. It's 5-1.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. One run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Now pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. 2 outs, base is empty. Off the plate inside, and that's ball 2. Wouldn't chase that time. Ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. He decides to eat it, and he's on at first.
Now, catcher,
JT Realmuto steps in. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball, 1 strike.
Marsh off of first with 2 away. And another ball. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And him way out front of the slurve. Bryce Harper brings the power for Philly. It's now 5-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now Michael Harris.
Michael Harris.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Eli White.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Braves go down quickly here. They're down 5-1. Top 6. Now it's going to be Adolis Garcia.
Adolis Garcia.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Bounce to the left side. Throw on to Olsen. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, dude.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems. And This one is just about as close as it gets.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the call. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. Trey Turner now. Swing and a ball lifted left field. White makes the catch. 2 down.
Now back, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Suarez checks over to first, and he's back.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Way out front for strike 2.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That smash towards center. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves 1. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the shortstop, Mauricio Dubon. The pitch. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw won't get there in time, and they come away without an out.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. There's a swing and a drop. And that one is off the wall. The throw in, and now runners at the corners, nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
So they're at the corners now. Matt Olson will hit next. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Dubon at third. Acuna on at first with nobody out. Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Bolden. Two on, 1 out. Swinging a foul straight back. The pitch. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now, just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And now here is Austin Riley. Fires to first on the run, and that will end the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Young.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Here's Harper now.
Leading off the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
This one smacked out to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down.
The batter.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away. He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
2 outs, base is empty. Alec Bohm digs in now. 2 outs. Line drive, base hit.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And now Brandon Marsh.
2-1.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. At the belt and fires. And now 2-2.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Boom. The runner at first with 2 gone. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Out number 3. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're up 5-1. Bottom of the 7th. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. The Braves in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Tanner Banks takes over on the mound.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And now the lefty. That's a strike. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Ground ball left side. Boom. Throws on to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Ozzie
Albies up to the plate. The Braves down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 2-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Boom. Goes out to first, and Albies is retired. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Tyler Kinley.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Righty delivers. Pitch misses there. 3-2 now. Meanwhile, Activity in the bullpen. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Payams, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
The 1-1. And strike 2.
So a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Slider misses outside. Righty to the plate. Got it by him for the play.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile on. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him. All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Back to the top of the lineup. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Check on the runner, and he's back in standing. Two outs. On the ground, out to short. They take the force out, and that's the 3rd out. Phillies strand 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the inning. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Eli White. The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age. Sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Bounce to the right side. Stop. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-2. The Braves down by 4 here in the 2nd game of the series. That's hard hit in the line. Leon rings it in with a nice running grab. New pitcher on now, Dylan Lee.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with a lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Laced down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
So, man aboard. Here's Bryce Harper. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. Lee, he's got some good and some bad. The positive is he doesn't walk very many guys. But, Chris, the problem is that he is prone to giving up some homers. The next offering misses. And the count's full.
And it's flip a coin, because the good thing is that you can bring a guy like this in with the bases loaded and not worry about walking in a run. But on the other side, if he gives up one of those homers, it counts for 4.
And that's ball 4.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And here it comes. That's outside. 2-1. Schwarber at second. Harper at first with no outs. On the ground, could be 2. Steps in the bag for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Well, I think that double play was all about awareness and that internal clock just serving him so well. He knew he had to be quick. He took it to second himself, and then he fired it to first just in time to double off. Runner coming out of the box, man, that was outstanding.
Fly ball down the line. Acuna after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves 1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Tim Mesa hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. And now Matt Olson up to hit.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Harper takes it himself. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, number 30.
He's 2 outs away. Golden next up for the Braves. 1 down, base is empty. And he walked him.
Take your base.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to is just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and that's the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. In that spot. That one misses, and it's 3-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. Top 6. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Ball to strike. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Right side, Albies. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
The bat, the second baseman,
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Lace to right center, base hit.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try.
Aaron Bummer on a pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And another ball.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Go-ahead run at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that's a base hit. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only 1 out.
Well, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Brandon March stands in for the Phillies. And here it comes.
One ball, two strikes.
Foul ball still, 1-2 count. And that's outside.
Two strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. That one missed. With the go-ahead run at third, here in the third and final game of the series. On the ground out to short. Base hit! In to score from third. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Big RBI for him right there. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. Just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find the ball and get you a knock.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia. 2 outs. Wouldn't chase that time. The pitch. Back to right. And Acuna able to make the grab. And that's the third out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jonathan Bowler.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Well, 1-run game. Here's Matt Olson.
The first baseman.
And the righty deals. This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 30.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Golden. 1 down, base is empty. That misses. And that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Down the third baseman, Austin Riley. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one clips the corner.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 2 and the Braves 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Joel Payers.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Pedro Leon stands in for the Phillies. Next offering is in for a strike. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Lee appears to be getting loose. Kinley getting cranked up as well. And a pitch. And another ball. And downstairs. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Wouldn't chase that time. And fires in a fastball at 95.
Oh boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now Kyle Schwarber. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Turner, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Runner on the go. Line drive, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
All over that one right there. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
Runners on the corners with 1 gone. And here is Bryce Harper. Outside. 2-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
There's a strike.
Well, I think that would surprise all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that just misses. Bryson Stott next to bat for Philadelphia. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. And if they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
Dylan Lee gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly. It's 3-1.
Oh, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. High in the air, out to right. Acuna there. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 3 and the Braves 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Alvarado.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
The second baseman, Ozzie.
Kicks and fires. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 1-2. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The batter, the center fielder,
Michael Harris digs in now. And strike 2. fastball right back to the mound. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Number 4, Jorge.
So now here's the DH, Jorge Mateo. Next pitch downstairs, and a count 2-1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. It gets down, a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves. Oh, great grab on the dive. See, fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between the first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon.
1 ball, 2
If
strikes.
we were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Robert Suarez.
He's thrown the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Digging in, Brandon Marsh.
The left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
The 1-1. And another ball. Movement in the bullpen. Danny Young getting loose out there. Kinley getting loose as well. Left-hand batter waits. He swings and fouls one off. Swings and misses. And there's 1 down.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
1 down, base is empty. On its way to the corner, Acuna on the run. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Here's the 2-2. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Adolis.
And now for the
Garcia.
Phillies, Adolis Garcia. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. And that one is inside.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Two down, nobody on.
That's ball 3.
At the belt and fires. Swings and misses. 3-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. And the score stays 3-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Brad Keller.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. In the air, center field. Leon in position. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
The batter, the first baseman, Matt.
Here is Matt Olson. The Braves down by a pair. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Right-handed reliever. Ground ball to Bone. Whips it across, and Olson is set down.
The batter, number 30.
Now here is Bolden. Rips that one center field, and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
He was
Now
over that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Next to hit, Austin Riley. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Third out. One left for Atlanta, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the center fielder, Pedro Leon. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And another ball.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Down the line. And that lands at no man's land, a foul ball. 2-2 now.
We got a full count.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and leadoff batters on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
Here's a 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground, could be 2. Tags the runner. And no throw. He's into first easily.
The batter, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Man at first. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. The 1-1. Turner runs. It's a pitch out. Throw. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
On the ground, Duvall throws to first in time. Schwarber out of the play.
Now back, the first baseman, Bryce.
Here's Harper now. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the ninth. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Sliced hard but foul. Ripped on a line to center. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Phillies 3 and the Braves 1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Yohan Duran.
Now
He's clearly their go-to guy in this bullpen to finish out ball games. Looking for his 40th save of the season right here. So he's been excellent.
Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
the second baseman, Ozzie.
Line of the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Marsh moves under it. 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael.
He's 2 outs away. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris. 1 down, base is empty. That's whipped. Base hit. And now it's the Braves DH, Jorge Mateo.
Well, you got the number 9-hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over, so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game, or maybe even walk it up.
And that'll fall for a base hit. And it throws off line, safe at third.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
And now, Eli White. Missed inside with the curve. Registers the punch out and hits 101.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's not bad. He's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
So it's their last chance in this one. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Duran is just 1 strike away. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And that one lifted in the air center field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
We've grown to expect him to just roll in the games and simply close them out easily, and he's made it look very easy at times, and now he's up to 40 saves for the year.
And your final 3-1. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shamley saying so long.